I remember the first time the Yu Yu Hakusho crossover was announced. Everybody was going crazy getting Yusuke and Hiei. Heck, even Toguro was being used at that time. But there was one character that I wish could have been better, just a tiny bit. And that was Kurama. This character could have seen a lot of day, but I'm gonna be honest, no one was really using him. Even back then. If you didn't know already, these crossover characters are having their rerun, and I realized I haven't done some Thxs on them, so I figured I gotta show them off. So let's just jump right into it. His talent, plant manipulation, if you are positioned in forest, mountain, grassland, cave, or water. His int and magic defense is increased by 10% and it maxes out at 20% when he's at 6 stars. At the end of the turn, he gains a 40% chance to reduce the cooldown of all his skills by 1. And it will be 100% if he was at 6 stars. Now, I didn't fully ruin all of his classes, so you're not gonna see me use all of his skills. Now, I wish I did that, but I am kinda saving for the next characters coming in the update. Now for his mastery stones, for the armor, I always like to do HP, int, and defense. For the headwear, HP, int, and magic defense. Weapon accessory, HP, int, and skill. You're gonna see me do that most of the time. For the soldiers, I would recommend you using like something like sorceress, maybe even fairy prophet. But I feel like sorceress or maybe even wizards are the one that you're gonna be using the most. But the sorcerers are the most commonly one that people use. For the equipment, I wouldn't really recommend the weapon. This is just some gear that I stole from someone else and then slapped it onto Kurama. But I would recommend you using like Blue Moon or maybe even Red Moon. Is that what it's called? I can't remember. And then for the armor, you can go with like literally anything. You go with Galaxy Cloak, Tenyos. And then for the headwear, like I said, anything. I don't think it really matters that much what you put on for the armor and headwear. But I would always go for the recommendation like Tenyos. Tenyos is always like one of the best one you can use. But if you don't have that, you can use like Dark Crown just because it gives like increased stats. And then for the accessory, Vidar's Rose or Star Earring would probably be a better choice since Vidar's Rose can dispel 1 buff, and with Star Earring has a chance of reducing a skill cooldown by 1, so that's always good. And then for the chance, I would highly recommend Clock. If not, then you can go with Magic as well. Clock or Magic enchant, I would recommend. Alright, so now that we got those out of the way, let's do his first awakening stage. Now, I would not recommend using Demon class for Kurama like I am. Especially if your int is as low as mine, because you're going to be having a tough time killing Yusuke. Because he's not going to be easy, because Demon is just so weak against Holy class. So if you're having a tough time, I would just switch to his Mage class. But so don't be a fool like I am doing all this in Demon class. It's not going to be fun. You're not going to be having a fun time. Let's just get in anyways. How about I do this? Attack you. And let's see what happens. Okay, that's expected. That's expected. Okay. Sure. Go ahead. Oh no. Okay. This thing has a 6-turn cooldown. What? Okay. Now I am scared. I am very scared. Come on. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now we can do this. Okay, I am gonna save the transformation skill when I go against Toguro here, so taking out Kurama shouldn't be bad, hopefully. Wait, can't this guy attack from 2 range though? Oh no, he can't. Okay, no, I don't think. Oh wait, no, one of his skill can attack from 2 range. Yeah, it's this skill. Okay, so I gotta be careful with that. I'll say I wish Kurama could have seen the light of day. I really wish, cause some of his kits really makes him want to be an AoE attacker. I mean, granted, he is an AoE attacker. But it was just so ashamed that he came out. I wouldn't say it was a shame, but it was so ashamed that Kurama was out the way he is. His transformation skill only lasts for 2 turns, which is so sad. Compared to Yusuke, his thing lasts for 3 turns. What makes him a bit better, I would say. Plus, Yusuke was just like a really hard attacking character that can attack from far away. But Kurama's main thing is fixed damage, right? And at that time, there was like fixed damage immunity gears that people would use. Because Joshua was still a thing back then. And people were scared of him because his fixed damage did a lot. He could have done so much better. Oh wow, look at that damage. Holy crap, 90%. You know what? I'm gonna take you out like this. Hopefully I don't... Okay, good. But yeah, that was his first awakening stage. Once you get rid of Yusuke, then everything else is just really easy. His 3C skill, Rose Whip Blossom, deals 0.2 times damage, magic damage I should say, to all enemies within 4 blocks of you and inflicts the demonic seed effect. What this thing does is that after taking action, take fixed damage equal to 2 times of Kurama's int. And when attacked by the demonic plant skill, magic defense is reduced by 50% and grants Rose Whip Blossom. If you are within 4 blocks of Kurama, if he is under the effect of demonic seed, the enemy takes fixed damage of Kurama's int by 2 times before they can attack. This thing only lasts for 2 turns, and when he is under his Yoko transformation, his skill range and effect is increased by 1. Alright, let's see what his animation is. Alright, so now we know what his 3C does. For the second awakening stage, if you guys don't know what I usually do with these, if they aren't hard at all, if these second awakening stages aren't hard at all, then I won't be including them in the video. But if they do turn out to be hard, then I will be putting them in the video just so that it helps you guys as well. But most of the time, these things are usually always pretty easy since you can really rely on the other 3 characters that you can use because they are pretty reliable. So yeah, I'll meet you guys in a bit. Alright, so that wasn't really hard at all. You will be able to rely on Yusuke a lot for that part. The way how I did it is that I used Hiei to kill off Kurama's first because he's gonna be a much bigger threat because of all his AoE attacks. And then the rest is pretty simple. Alright, so now that we got his 3C, let's go test him out. Alright, so this is Sunday's bond stage and this is gonna be the team that I'm gonna be using. So let's just jump right into it. Alright, so this is gonna be him without his transformation state, so let's see. Okay, so that reached everyone within 4 blocks, so let's see what it does. It inflict demonic seal, so after taking action they take fixed damage. And this thing doesn't go away, really? Okay, so yeah, that's all it really did. Oh wait, there's another one too. When under the effects of demonic sea right here, they take 2 times of fixed damage of Kurama's int before they attack. Okay, so I think they do take fixed damage twice before they attack and then right after they take action. That's what I'm guessing here, so you know what, let's actually test it right now. Let's just do this. Okay, so there we go. Okay, yeah, so they do take fixed damage twice. And actually, that's actually a lot of fixed damage. Granted that Kurama doesn't have a whole lot of int. Alright, so now we're gonna be testing him out in his transformation state. And pretty much all it does is that it gives an extra range and an extra turn in their effect. So yeah, so you can see that this time it actually reaches Ultimola and Varna here. Oh, but it does give a different icon though. And I didn't notice as well is that his 3C icon changed as well. Yeah, so these stuff only does last for 2 turns, which is the sad part about it, but you are doing quite a bit of fixed damage with Kurama. So yeah, that's all it pretty much does. As long as he has his Rose Whip Blossom, the effects on his enemies when you apply with the 3C will stay if they are within like 5 or 4 blocks. I wish this could have been better. I wish it did more, I should say. I'm guessing it doesn't do really anything else because look at that, he's already doing quite a bit of fixed damage right there. But the one thing that is kind of annoying with all of this is that I really wish his transformation skill lasted for like an extra turn, because that would have made Kurama so much better. Maybe not a lot, but at least it would make him more viable, I should say. Or maybe give it like a smaller cooldown. If it had like a smaller cooldown, then I wouldn't be really saying anything about it. But at least with his talent, he does get them quite a bit fast, I should say. But these skills does have like a 5 to 6 turn cooldown, so you're not going to get them quite as often as you would think. So you can't really do a whole lot of sustaining damage with Kurama. So yeah, that's pretty much his 3C skill. He's not doing a lot when he attacks, but his role is just doing fixed damage. That's really all there is to it. Alright guys, so that was Kurama's 3C showcase. Yeah, that was it. And I could see what they wanted to do with Kurama, make him a bit more unique compared to all of the other characters. But the way how you use him only lasts for such a short amount of time. And fixed damage immunity gears were like a big thing back then, and it is still now. So yeah, I wouldn't really recommend using Kurama at all unless you're doing the timeless trial where you have to do fixed damage. But I would just say save your resources, build some other characters, because using Kurama is not going to be easy at all. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and feel free to let me know down in the comments what you guys think about Kurama. But yeah, thanks for watching. Your fellow Z.